Understandably, you want to connect with your family and friends. You can't do that while you're at work. You need to be working while at work. If you had a regular job, it would make sense. You couldn't work and use Facebook at the same time. It's a whole different story when using Facebook is your work. This is one of those things that you're going to have to find the discipline to get over it. If you can't, then you're never going to grow as a Facebook marketer. Get the Facebook app on your phone and hang out there when you have some free time. Keep the computer for doing work on your Facebook account and try to cement it in your head that when you're at the computer, it's all business and nothing else. Video is so important on Facebook for many different reasons. The first reason is the most obvious, and it is that users like to watch videos. The second reason is less apparent in that Facebook doesn't want you to leave their platform and go to YouTube to watch videos. They would much rather users stay on their site so they can show them advertising. It's all about the money, and Facebook cares a lot about it. Your posts will have a higher organic reach if you post videos in them. This means more people will see your posts, and you'll also get more organic followers because of it. It's surprising how low quality some of the videos on the internet are. There was once a time when people would only watch something if it were super high quality on television. Those days are gone, and anyone with a camera can be famous. Your videos will get better over time. You can't expect them to look great from the get-go. If you followed any YouTuber over the years, then you know that their videos get better over time. Yours will too. And people expect a certain amount of roughness in internet video. The reason why people watch your video is that they want to learn something from you. Those who make entertaining videos are a breed all of their own. Those who are focused on making as much money as possible will create videos that people find useful. The information in your videos is far more important than production quality. Think back to the last time you watched an instructional video and try to remember its quality. The video you watched was probably low quality, but hopefully it answered the question you had. That's your goal with a Facebook video. You want to answer the question the person has as quickly and efficiently as possible. If you achieve that goal, then your video will take off and be shared by others. There was a craze a few years ago where everyone was making infographics. Back then, everyone did it to try to get backlinks to their blogs. That method still works somewhat today, and it's a great reason why you should create infographics. You can also post your infographics on Facebook to get more traffic to your blog or site. The infographic should convey useful information in a way that is easier for people to consume. That's the whole purpose of an infographic. You are trying to convey information in a way that is easier for people to digest than reading. If your infographic achieves this goal, it's more likely to get spread all over Facebook. Any infographic that you post on Facebook should have your URL on it somewhere. The bottom right-hand corner is a great place to put a watermark. Why do you want to make sure your infographics are watermarked? Sometimes people will save the infographic to their phone or computer and post it to Facebook. They may also upload it to their blog as well. The watermark will ensure that people who see your infographic knows where it came from. Watermarking an image takes a mere matter of seconds, and it can produce quite a bit of traffic, as infographics sometimes have a life of their own. If you have the budget, then hire someone to make infographics for you. They aren't that expensive, and you get quite a bang for your buck. If you don't want to go that route, then Canva is a great place to make free infographics. Some of the images they have aren't free, but it's possible to do everything you need for free. If you're handy with image editors like Photoshop, then you don't need to look anywhere else. The best infographics are made in Photoshop, and you can find some tutorials online on how to make them. You either have to pay in terms of time or money when it comes to your infographics. If you invest either of them, you'll reap huge dividends in the form of traffic and social shares. It's hard to take your eye off of making money. The whole reason you're into internet marketing is you want to make money. The problem is, you can't always hit people with offers. They won't respond after a while. You have to work the offers into useful content, so the end user feels like they're getting something of value from you. No one will follow anyone who always jams something down their throat. They will take one look at your account and forget all about you. Also, you won't have any organic growth because no one shares content that is one big spam message. It doesn't work that way online, and those who can't grasp it won't make any money. If there was any trick to affiliate marketing on social media, it's this right here. What you sell the person needs to be something they will use. It has to be something that will make their lives better in some way. Your content must be interwoven with the offer in a way that the person sees they must have what you're pushing to do what you are. If you're teaching people how to blog, then recommend web hosting to them. You must use the hosting that you recommend. Tell them to visit your blog if they want to see the web hosting in action. By showing them you use the product, it will make them feel more comfortable when it comes to buying it themselves. If your Facebook page is about gardening, then sell them shovels or other much-needed items. It would be a mistake to venture too far off when you're selling them stuff. Should you market a water bottle that performs great when you're working in the hot sun in the garden? Probably not. If you do push it, make sure it's not something you focus on. Instead, put all of your energy into promoting the essential things that people in your niche need. No one needs a water bottle as they can bring a glass of water from inside to their garden, but they do need seeds and tools for their garden. So, it's best to promote what they need and not necessarily what they want. Everywhere you look, people are promoting their Facebook page. Why aren't you? Stop and think about that for a minute. How much time do you spend promoting your Facebook page? Some of you never promote your Facebook account at all. That needs to change fast. Some people will stumble onto your content and find it enjoyable, but don't like to visit blogs. Maybe they don't have the time or won't remember your URL. People can be very lazy online, and they won't do the slightest bit of work to consume content. That's why they love Facebook, since it delivers the content right to their timeline. They don't have to do anything to find out what's going on in the world around them. You probably aren't only on one platform if you're making money online. You more than likely have a blog, maybe a YouTube channel, and a Twitter account. It's also possible that you have other social channels as well. All of those things can send traffic to your Facebook page. You should tell people watching you on YouTube to follow and like you on Facebook. The same goes for everything else. If you're on a podcast, then tell the people listening to follow you on Facebook. You'd think that people wouldn't need to be told such a thing, but they do. People are too lazy to do anything that you don't remind them to. It will seem old and tiring when you keep reminding them of your Facebook accounts, but it's something you must do. If you stop promoting your social accounts, then they will slowly quit growing. That's the way it is with Facebook and all the other social platforms. You always need to find new sources of traffic, either from outside the platform or from people currently on it. A bonus tip is also to post a link to your page on forums. If you have a useful piece of content on Facebook, then post a link to it. The forum owner and moderator shouldn't have a problem with it if it's something that you don't do often. Also, they are less likely to care about you posting a Facebook URL as it's not directly to an affiliate offer. You might want to post links to content that has no offers in it to make sure that no one objects to the link. This is a tip for those of you who aren't promoting a brick-and-mortar business. Many people are in the business of promoting their knowledge. You might be teaching people how to make money online, how to lay drywall, or how to whip up tasty dishes in your kitchen. A large part of your marketing must be on you and your expertise. It may make you cringe to think that you have to promote yourself and not a product. You have to put yourself in the shoes of someone who is going to buy something that you recommend. They want to connect with you on a personal level before making the purchase. You aren't going to only produce content for your Facebook page and nothing else. Some niches require you to be more hands-on than others. You want to make the public feel as if they can reach out and touch you. The way you do that is by responding to their messages. Also, you can do live streams where people ask you questions. It's when people feel like they have a personal relationship with you that things change. That is the moment when people begin to trust you. When a person trusts you, it's possible to sell them almost anything. That in itself is the reason why you want to make sure the public feels they can approach you. You don't want to go over the top to make yourself seem flawless. There's nothing wrong with wearing ordinary clothes when making videos. You don't need perfect hair when taking pictures of yourself. People will relate to you more if you look like the average person. Sometimes it's okay to sit in front of the cam while wearing a t-shirt. You're dressing like the people who are watching your video, and they'll connect with you because of it. Some of what you're doing is marketing yourself, and sometimes it rings louder than your message does. You might feel that it's a bad idea to share content that others create on your Facebook page. The irrational fear is that somehow you're steering people away from your site and offers. That shouldn't be a concern of yours. You should always be trying to educate and offer valuable content to the people who follow you. That is how you keep people engaged with the content you publish. If you are afraid of them leaving, then you're doing something wrong. They need to be comfortable in that you are showing them the best content possible. If you aren't, then they will eventually end up following someone else. It's a good idea to share links and content to your followers if it provides the type of information that they're after. It's always a good idea to let the person who created the content know that you're sharing it. Who knows? They might end up sharing a piece of your content as well. If they don't, then at least now you're on their radar. That's a good thing, as sometime down the line they may be up for a collaboration. Rubbing shoulders with people in business is always a good thing. You can't overlook the importance of getting to know people in your space. The best way to introduce yourself is by sharing their content. You'll get noticed a whole lot faster if you share their content and you have a big audience. How often you share other content is up for debate. It's something you should do at least a few times per week. It all depends on how much content is being created in your niche. If you're in a vastly popular niche, then you're going to have more content to choose from. You have to put yourself in the shoes of your followers and ask why you would follow someone. You follow them because they offer you useful information. You don't really care if they produce the information or if someone else does. All you care about is if the information provided can be useful in some way. Some people spend all their time trying to figure out how they can spam Facebook. They will go to great lengths to try to make every post somehow profitable to them. All that time you spend on trying to game the system could be better put to use by offering up quality content. The lazy way of trying to make money on Facebook is to keep posting URLs to affiliate offers. Not only does it not work, but you also end up wasting all of your time. You're not going to make any money at all bombarding the site with your affiliate offers. The only people who follow accounts like those are bots. You won't gain any viral traction by trying to sneak in as many links as possible. Who shares spam on any social platform? No one does, and those who do don't have any reach at all.